Hi. Well. We are here for a special edition of Sparkles Astrology Friday Night Live. I am Chanda Sparkles, intuitive starseed evolutionary astrologer, Scorpio, Sun, Rising, and Mars. Mars in the 12th, everything else in the 1st. And I've been hit by every single one of these eclipses for the past 18 months, and I'm damn glad this is the last one. I am going to have quite an emotional journey with you tonight. I almost didn't make it here tonight. Didn't make it here on Tuesday night, but we're here. We're here. Thank you. And thank you. So let's get started. So tonight we are going to be looking at the Scorpio lunar eclipse happening at 14 minutes and 58 degrees of Scorpio, which is a roundabout. We always round it up to 15 degrees. We will look at the Sabian symbol, which is extremely fitting for this quadruple quad, 4 5s in the numerology today, not just 3, and we'll show you how that all works out. Welcome to everybody here in the chat. I am not surprised to have spam in the chat tonight, but you are all welcome. The dark is welcome here. You know why? Because we love you, and you are forgiven. You too are creation at play in this duality 3D game that we're playing here. So let it rip, because I promise you there's nothing you can't throw at me or anybody else. The beautiful gifted light workers that are here in this live and on the YouTube and Facebook replay. We will be broadcasting to 6 different platforms tonight. Please make sure that you're on the Facebook, that you pop on over to the YouTube, because majority of the people are on the YouTube Facebook channel. If you want to get involved in the chat, if not, just hang out, get yourself a cup of tea, have yourself, even with Scorpio, I wouldn't even say don't have a glass of wine or something, because fuck these energies or something. They are very strong. We've had solar energies coming in. We've had a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. And I'm gonna get these Kleenexes handy, because I have a feeling I'm going to need them tonight. Before we bounce in here any further, could the moderators please tell me if my sound is okay? And because we had a little bit of problem with sound last time I was live. Speaking of the last time I was live, let's just start there. Last time I was live, I was gearing up to go see my favorite light-coded artist, Trevor Hall, live in concert, and I went, and it was amazing. 2 beautiful sisters of mine, Sandy and Zena, we got in the car early morning, drove up there on Wednesday, and we set intention before we went to stay in our highest frequency and be in complete allowance to allow the universe to unfold, whatever that might be. The signs and synchronicities and the manifestations were nothing less than 5D frequency the entire trip. Some of the highest highs I've experienced. I got to meet him on a fluke. We all ran into him, bumped into him the morning of the show. Nothing happens by coincidence. Okay, everything is manifested. But in this world of duality, when you have such a high high, I was wondering on the way back what would be the low low. Because it seems in my life, and I'm just speaking from personal experience, and the reason why I'm going to speak from personal experience is I know that some of you can relate to this, and I know as a Scorpio in this energy what it means to feel sorrow, to experience death, and then have to climb out of the depths of hell to rebuild yourself again. I know what that means. You know, it's not easy. It's challenging as fuck to be able to listen to your highest guidance, your guides, your creator that's running to you and through you at all times. It's not easy to peel away the layers of your consciousness to be able to look deeper and see the deeper hidden truth at the core of what is happening in your life. And the astrology helps us as a guide. It's not a religion to believe in. It's just a guide. But your highest guidance, your internal compass, is always your number one guide above everything. And your energy field and how you handle and hold yourself in your frequency vibration is number one. There is nothing more important in this world. Not your children, not your pets, not your spouse, not your work, not your best friend. Nothing more important than how you handle your frequency. And feeling in the fluxes, allowing the rage, allowing the emotion, allowing all of it so that you can really purge it. I've coined this month Purge, then Merge May. And when I decided upon Purge and Merge May, after looking at the overall aspects and the movements of the planets for the entire month, and tuning into the 12, which if you're new to the channel, welcome. I channel consciously. It's not something that I go, okay, I'm going to channel, good night, and go away. It's a conscious channel where as I'm speaking, it just comes through, and then my voices change, and light language, if there's a language that comes through tonight, that's the light languages, different kinds, and that's expanded, and there's a whole plethora of information in the backlog videos on YouTube if you want to learn more about what that's about. But as we're flowing in our frequency, we connect in to source, the source that is us. And we connect in to the creator that is us too. And when we're experiencing trauma and suffering, we often don't realize it in the moment how beautiful it is. We often don't see things clearly when you're in the thick of it. You know, I've been saying I'm in the thick of it. You know, I'm feeling emotion. And I'm also not one of these starseed light workers that isn't ever going to be authentic. Because I will tell you one thing, that is one of the most positive traits of a Scorpio. And I am Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, Scorpio Mars, if you're just joining. And I know this energy inside and out. And the duality of that energy is Taurus. And I know that energy inside and out. My son's a Taurus. My grandfather was a Taurus. The two main men in my life, who both let me down in ways, you know, but also rewarded me in ways and are rewarding me still in ways. There's a duality to everything. And once we learn that all of it is love, the ugliest scum of the earth, I mean, take your ugliest, your worst enemy, the things that you look at that you believe, oh my God, that is creator. And oftentimes, those people are most powerful beings in a flesh suit because they chose the hardest path. I live this. I've had multiple deaths. 3 spouses that I love. One was my best friend, and we had just decided to get married. Gone. Suddenly. Due to drugs and addiction. The next one, alcoholic. Childhood best friend. Turned lover, partner, and companion. Slowly watched him die over a year and become a bag of bones, 88 pounds, saying, please hug me. They won't hug me because they say that I'm going to break. And then the third, shit, hope that's not, this is probably why I'm still single, because I can't take that pain again. I can't love another divine masculine in this moment. Now, I'm not saying that that won't change in the future, but I can't love another divine masculine until I've healed my belief structure, my pattern, my program that's running in my field that says the divine masculine equals pain and suffering. And it's a pattern. It's a program, and I know it. But I'm also human, just like you. So it's a subtle, fine, real, heavy, deep energy that we're in. But it also has quite a lightness. There's a lightening because it's displayed in the chart. Quite honestly, when I initially wrote the write-up for this Scorpio moon, I was like, it's not going to be that bad. And I really didn't think it would be. Was I wrong? That's the other thing. You know, we don't know it until we know it, right? Whatever it is that you're purging, it may take time to merge with yourself, with Creator, with Source, or with that person. But it will happen because the astrology definitely indicates it, and I've been surrounded by guides for the past 3 days, hardcore. And I have been in the thick of it, and I am not even joking. You know, I am not going to go deep into that, but there's a darkness. I've seen the dark entity back around me twice now. He was in here when I was trying to set up for Tuesday night. Monday, comes right upstairs, right to my son's room. I'm like, you motherfucker. And then I'm like, whoa, hold on. Back up. Let's remember your training. Let's not jump straight in to Mama Bear. And I went into my training. And I pulled in my guidance. And I went into ceremony. And I loved that entity. I hugged that entity. I told that entity, I forgive you, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I've been doing the Ho'oponopono. I can't ever say that word, so you know what I'm talking about, the Hawaiian prayer. I've been saying that a lot here recently. Because, you know, the dark entities that are around are often just a projection of the pain and the suffering. They are not outside of us, because if everything is us, then they are us too. Even the deep, dark, draconian, reptilian, ugliest of beings that we deal with, they are also us. And they also need love. And when you give them love and forgiveness, and you wrap yourself around them as a light warrior that you are, because if you're here listening to this, you are, they dissolve, they go away, they're able to go back to source or go back from wherever to which they came. And it's not a instant thing all the time. It takes multiple times of doing it. Hence, he showed up the next morning in my kitchen. So, but I haven't seen him in a couple days, so I know he's cruising on out of here. I wasn't sure if I'd be here today. I really wasn't. But I'm glad that I am. So I love you and thank you for being here. Let's get going. Today, we are not going to pull up the chart in the normal fashion. I just don't have it in me to scribble on a chart. So we're going to do this a little different. All right, here we go. Let's say hello to everybody real quick. Hello, Ray Ray. Yes, you are very welcome for being. I'm so glad that everybody showed up today. You know, I'm sorry I wasn't here Tuesday. I apologize. I do my best. And Stacy Raw, hi, sweetheart. I know that you've been feeling this. And there's Shining Star Mystic. Hello, my dear love. Thank you for being here. And Susanna, love you. I will talk to you soon. And the Facebook users, just know that this is how you show up. If you're not on the YouTube, it's hard for me to tell who you are, but thank you for being here. Beautiful Annette, my rock, I love you. Thank you. And there's Renee. We are at 606 subscribers. Thank you for reminding me, Renee. We are doing giveaways, and when we get to 625 subscribers for the YouTube channel, we'll start doing that giveaway. We have currently this Star Seeds Geometry Activations Oracle. It's a nice big deck with a really nice book. I own this deck. And if you didn't know, I've seen in geometric code for all my life, and that's how I look at the charts. And those are very powerful. You know, I love them. And then I've added in, look at this. Okay, so if you read cards, okay, you see there's a little slit there. It's a moon, but there's a little slit there to put your cards. And it also has a sticky on the back. So like you can put your card and like, you know, I don't know, if you're taking a picture of a card or something, it has a little slit. And then this is, and I still have the Andorra charging in the sun, and I forgot to bring it up, but this is one. Okay, it's really beautiful. It is a very pale pink. It's from my personal collection, quartz, rose quartz. Let's see if I can get that. There it is. Very beautiful. And I love, it's very smooth on the back, but it's like that. So I'm throwing this one in with an Andorra for when we get to 625. So we're not far. So please share out the video on YouTube. Take the YouTube link and give it to your friends and tell them, hey, subscribe, so that we can get to that 625 mark and we'll do the giveaway. I also have a couple of sponsors. I'm not sure which one to go with because I don't do anything really planned when it comes to stuff like that. I have to wait until we get to that point, and then the guides come in and say this is, you know, it's all intuitively guided. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. All right. There we go. We have Amy Lewis is in here. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Tammy. Hi, sweetheart. So glad to see you here. Thank you. You are so very welcome. It's been a lot. How's everybody feeling? I mean, have you been like partnerships? This is a big one for money, finances, and partnerships. But really, wherever Scorpio is in your house, that's where you're going to be feeling it. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for coming in tonight. And let's see who else. Erin, thank you, moderator. I love you. And thank you so much for all of your loving support that you've given me and my son. Okay, I think that's pretty much all of us. I see a few other. Trina. Hi, Trina. Thanks for being here. And there is Landon. Please, everybody send love and healing to Landon. Okay. Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Awesome. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Facebook user. You're so very welcome. Okay, I think that's good. I see a few more of you loading in. Remember, if you're on the YouTube in the groups, or if you're on my personal page and you're speaking to me in the chat, I can't see you. So I would love it if you'd come over to the YouTube channel so I can see who you are. But if you're on Sparkle's Astrological Soul Codes, I can see who you are. But we are broadcasting multiple. Okay, I see everybody. Let's get going here. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this tonight. I am so glad that was the last Scorpio eclipse for 9 years until the nodes shift. And the next time it'll be a nodal flip, which means the moon has nodes, okay? Nodes of fate, nodes of karma. They're the nodal axis in which the collective consciousness is cultivating towards our future, the North Node, or learning from the past, South Node, purging. And in 9 years, it'll flip and it'll be North Node in Scorpio, South Node in Taurus, okay? But this is the last eclipse for that nodal axis, okay? We will have 2 more eclipses at the end of the year, but for Scorpio, it's done. And to be in that axis, because at the end of July, those nodes are going to shift back. They always are in retrograde motion, by the way. They will shift back to Aries, North Node, Libra, South Node. And I will say this, after experiencing this Scorpio purge for the past almost year and a half, there have been a lot of really high highs, but a lot of low lows. There's been a lot of lessons of learning what and what isn't in alignment for our personal growth as a collective around financial, for sure, all the banks and stuff happening, right? And not to mention, all of the stuff that's happening in France. We've had so much in this past year and a half, and it's also up-leveling our frequency as well as the world. I mean, the whole world in transition of moving into a utopian society. We are literally here, the ones doing it. We're doing it. It's nothing outside of us. We're the ones choosing this. We are the ones collectively shifting it. It's been quite a bit. And I'm ready for that shit to shift on over to Aries, because it's not easy. South Node transit is not easy. And then you look back 18 years ago, if you want to look in your Scorpio house, the house, that's where it's going to tell you. If you look back, excuse me, I'm not sick. It's just when I start channeling, my nose runs. If you look back 18 years ago, about 18 and a half years ago, really, that's when these nodes were at this exact place. And you find out what kind of cycle you've just been through. That helps you. Okay, let's go ahead and look at... that's not what I wanted. Hold on a minute. There it is. Yay! Okay. So, the ruler of this Scorpio eclipse, May 555, because, of course, May is the month of 5, the 5th of the month, in most areas. Now, all of my lovelies down in New Zealand and Australia, it's landed on the 6th, next day for you. But majority of us here in the Northern Hemisphere, it is 555 because 2023 breaks down to a 5. Or 23, excuse me, breaks down to a 5. The other thing that's interesting is that this moon here, and I'm at right now, so hold on a second. This is open chart. Let's go here. There it is. Okay. Now this has already apexed. It apexed today. Oh goodness, my eyes are just really watering here. It apexed today for me. This chart is set for me in Texas Central Time. You'll have to check your own schedule if you need to know your times. But it apexed today at 12:34. Now I wanted to show you. Here's the sun in Taurus, where the circle is there. And then here is the moon in Scorpio. 1 + 4 is 5. So we've got lots of 5s. And 5 is shifting. It is changing. Sudden changes even. Okay? And there is the south node in Scorpio. And the north node in Scorpio. Or in Taurus. Okay? So there's the nodes that we're speaking to. And you have Mercury, our minds, our intellect, how we communicate in Taurus. You also have Uranus in Taurus until 2026. Yeah. So, and it's been there since May of 19, I believe it is. I know it's May. It's either May of 19 or 18. I'll have to double check my math. It's a 7-year transit, okay? But it's already at 18 degrees here, right? So we're looking at all of this over here in Taurus, opposite the moon and the north node. I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to read the degree placement for this lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Scorpio. We always round it up. So just take this in, you know. It's an umbrella energy. Each degree always means something. So it kind of gives you guidance. And I need this for sure. Oh, and I probably should move this candle so I don't burn myself down. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Scorpio, 15 degrees, is titled Children Playing Around 5 Mounds of Sand. All right, so take that in, get that vision. Seeing children playing around 5 mounds of sand. The keynote here is early steps in the development of a mind seeking to be attuned to the higher level of human evolution. This is particularly a cryptic symbol. It may be deciphered if one realizes that man's essential destiny is to develop as a 5-fold being, or a pentagram, a 5-pointed star. Number 5 symbolizes mind in its most creative and penetrating aspect, while number 4 refers to the life processes operating at present within the Earth's biosphere. Our Western civilization has realized only the lower level of this vibration, 5, i.e. mind contaminated by compulsive instincts and emotional involvement. Some individuals, however, are born with a special potential for development of the higher creative mind, and in social circumstances favoring this development. In most cases, they are still, quote, playing around with their unusual capacity. They are in the kindergarten stage of this higher mind development. In this final stage of the 45th sequence of the 5 symbols of the transcendent possibilities of mental evolution, which require interpersonal communion in consciousness, are evoked. The free spirit of true scientific inquiry is only foreshadowing of such a type of mind, which demands dedication to mankind as a whole. What is seen here is future-oriented growth. It blows my mind that this is May 5th, and this is at a degree that adds up to a 5, and that 23 is a 5. This is just all 5s. And I have been seeing 555 for days, many, many days, multiple times a day. And when I got up here, after I've done my meditation, I've gotten the space ready, I opened up the computer, and guess what? It was 555. The universe is always speaking to us. And when you're dealing with Scorpio, you're dealing with the darkest, most psyche, shadowy parts of your life. And you know, it's all about Taurus's simplicity. Scorpio is complexity. Okay, very complex. And Scorpio possesses that need for personal security. You know, possessions. These are my possessional securities. You know, while Taurus also wants security, but he wants it in a simplistic manner. The purge that's going on in this consciousness of humanity, the only way you can purge is to be able to merge in a simplistic way, because the complexities of everything that's happening won't work. It's just not in the cards. It's a fool's game, they're telling me. It's another card that's been popping a lot. It's the Fool card, which rules Aries, which is co-ruler of Mars. So let's look here at this real quick. I'm just going to go over this chart in the easiest fashion that I can today, because there's a lot of intel coming through, and I just got to keep this simple today, because North Node is in Taurus. Okay. All right. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at lots of changes, lots of things happening within partnerships, relationships. Uranus. Let's start with Uranus right here. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. It's all about future forward, revolutionize this. This must change, and I don't care how. Okay? And so in Taurus and Scorpio and Leo and Aquarius don't like change. They're more fixated. You know, they're fixed signs. This is why you've had a lot of people probably button heads, because everybody's feeling this edge. It's very edgy energy. Just in the astrology. If it was just the astrology alone, it's super intense and extra and edgy. But we're also dealing with solar flares back to back. We're also dealing with, you know, higher consciousness. We're also dealing with the outer reverberation of all of the constructs of this chaotic society that's breaking down and falling away. We're in a Pluto return of the United States, you know, and that's going to be going on until next year. So, and now we're in retrograde. Mercury, retrograde. We'll move over here to Mercury in Taurus in retrograde. He's a mischievous fucker. I put it on my Facebook page today. He's just straight up mischievous. He is not going to be super helpful to many people right now. Now, if you're born with Mercury retrograde, you may or may not be feeling this. Sometimes you're just in an easy flow state. I will be the first to admit, I have been hacked now 3 fucking times. I've had to change. Just 2 days ago, I had to change my banking information again. And I've got all of the most sophisticated, best, like, protection, and I got it. You know, but I have really good flagged, you know, and it wasn't nothing big and huge, but still, now I have to redo all my bills. All those auto drafts, all that stuff has to be changed. And I'm still not done from the one before when I got money stolen. It's a lot. Really, you know, and it's all around finances. Whether you're fighting with your partner or you're breaking up with your boss or you're feeling like this job is not working for me. If you're feeling the edge, you're feeling it because it's supposed to be purged from your life, sweetheart. Let it go, please. Let it go. Okay? Now, we've talked about the nodes, talked about Mercury. Now, let's go ahead and look at Mars. Because Mars, here is Mars in Cancer. Come on now. There it goes. Mars in Cancer. Okay? Conjunct the big bad Kali, goddess Kali energy, Black Moon Lilith. All right? Conjunct. A wider conjunction, but still conjunct. Now, Mars is out of bounds, but he's starting to get closer to come back into bounds. It won't be that much longer, and he'll come back. He just behaves badly when he's out of bounds. Any planet is just behaving badly. It's not, you're not getting the most optimal flow of the characteristics of Mars. And what is Mars? Mars is our will, it's our drive, it's our aggression, it's our sex drive, it's get up and take care of business, get out of bed, move your ass. And he's at fall. Okay, so this planet does not do well in Cancer at fall. And when he's with Black Moon Lilith, there is arguments, and he's flowing in state. If you look at this blue line, this blue triangular line going over here to Neptune, both of those planets, Black Moon Lilith especially, is going over to Neptune in Pisces. Newly just moved to 26 degrees not too long ago. We've never seen Neptune in our lifetime at 26 degrees. This is a big deal. Now, a trine is harmonious flow. The blue lines are the harmonious flow lines, or you will receive rewards. The red lines are challenges that are going to push you in order to get to the other side of something. And the universe steps in and says, look, all of this fighting, all of this aggression, all of this anger, are you sure that you're seeing things clearly? With Neptune, it's illusion, delusion, fantasy, but it's also art and dreams. And are you believing in yourself? And it's super strong there now as Saturn has moved in to Pisces. Okay? Saturn is our structures. Saturn is bringing it, grounding it in, right? Is this done properly? And are you building from a foundation of strength? Or are you just throwing all that shit together and hoping that that damn tower is going to stand up? No, it will fall. Not in these energies. Saturn wants it done right. So we must be doing what we're supposed to be doing in the right fashion. Will not work. But Saturn in Pisces says, okay, I'm kind of liking the energy. I wasn't real sure how I would like the energy with this transit, but I'm kind of liking Saturn in Pisces right now. Yeah, there's like a spiritual revolution going on, everything with the Dalai Lama. You can look around and you can see where Saturn in Pisces is pulling up all of this religious fanatic stuff to be purged. Everything's about the deep, dark, ugly right now because the South Node is in Scorpio for 2 more months. May, June, July. Really? 2.5. So that's another thing. it's getting towards the end degrees. And anytime Neptune is at 26 degrees, Black Moon Lilith at 26 degrees, Jupiter, the planet of luck, good fortune, expansion, magnification. Okay? Jupiter magnifies. He magnifies whatever your belief structure is and what you're focusing on. Ruler of Sagittarius, yes, but ancient ruler of Neptune. And he's in Aries with Chiron, the wounded healer. Okay? So he's speaking, here's Jupiter, right here, 27 degrees, getting ready to head on in over to Taurus and expand. So Taurus, after going through all of these changes and these shifts and all this shit, you are going to get some good luck and fortune if you are in the state of awareness that you believe in the values of yourself. That's what this 18-month transit has been about for all of us. Are you believing in yourself? Are you valuing yourself? Do you realize how valuable you are? Here, we come on over and we see that it's in a square to Black Moon Lilith. So, yeah, positive, but square in Black Moon Lilith is like expanding upon, I need to go fight demons. Okay? Not that great right now. Not that great right now. It's going to get better, but it's not right now. It's just not. And then here, you have Venus. And this is the beauty. This is the love. This is the balance in the relationships. But it's in Gemini. It's about to move into Cancer because she's flying very fast right now. Okay? So she's going to be moving on out of Gemini, going into Cancer this Sunday. But right now, Gemini's scattered energy, and Venus in Gemini is real flighty, flaky, could be very promiscuous. There could be a lot of people cheating out there right now. You know, there's just a lot of unreliable kind of love frequency going on with Venus being in Gemini. You can't rely on Venus and Gemini in a relationship. And I don't care if it's a love relationship, work relationship, business relationship, it's challenging. And then her being in Gemini, which rules the media and the news that comes out, you know, it's not like we're hearing the greatest news on the news networks, right? You got to go to alternative sources for news. She is in, you see this blue line with a little star, that's a sextile. She is in sextile to Jupiter. So there's your positive aspect. But with all this Scorpio energy and Pluto being the ruler, okay, Pluto is over here. Why is my, there it is, right there. Pluto is the ruler, Scorpio. So you always, in any moon, lunation, solar eclipse, you always look to the rulers. And Venus is the ruler of Taurus. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. And it's T-squaring the nodes. You know, it's going to be in a constant T-square. It hasn't moved a whole lot, which means it's vibrating. It's subtle vibrations. It's in a state of flux, but vibrating that flux out to a fact that you just don't know what's going to happen next. But the answer here truly does lie in the value system of the belief structures that which you have built. And those that need to be gone need to be released, flushed down the toilet. South node in Scorpio with the Scorpio moon, with Pluto as ruler, Venus as ruler of the sun and Taurus. Uranus is shaking the things up. We're already seeing it. Everyone's seeing this. Eclipses may last up to 6 months. So 6 months from now, the sun will be in Scorpio and the moon will be in Taurus. It'll flip. And something will come to close on whatever it is that's coming up here now. But right now, it's all about the purge. And it will remain about the purge until you find the value, the belief structure that's within yourself, that you can stand within yourself, stand strongly within yourself. Money issues, thank you. Strongly within what you've built. Not just money, but your abundant factor. What is your abundant factor about? That's what this is about. And it's psychic surgery. And if you need assistance, do not be too proud to reach out and get it. Because so they're showing me, when you close yourself off and you can only see this much, you're only looking this far, you don't know what's out here. I'm only doing this. No, you have to open up now and be open to all of the universe's beautiful options. And you never know, by making one phone call or by going to that one place, or for instance, me, quite honestly, all I wanted to do was lay in my bed. But I pushed myself, and then the guides came in and they were like, you're not going out like that. You've been through way worse than this. You can get through this. Stop making it so hard on yourself and stop making it hard on others. But I do stand in my authenticity. It's really important. That's one thing about Scorpio. They're very much standing in their authenticity. They're quiet about a lot of things. But once they are standing in their truth, there's no reason to not open up, And that's not all Scorpio energy. This is really, truly connected to this because we're looking at Taurus, Sun. That's where it's at. Taurus, North Node. Taurus, the North Node being in Taurus says, are you building slowly, patiently, and are you working towards what you have? Taurus is I have. So, and when you start looking at Chiron being in a sextile over here to the ruler of this sun, Venus, Chiron the wounded healer, being in Aries, Aries is innocence too. It's the brand new baby soul. It doesn't know a lot, although they think they know a lot. And I'm not picking on you. I'm an Aries moon. But you have to look at things in a deeper way. And it's hard sometimes for an Aries to do that. Because all they see is, well, what about me? And there's nothing wrong with that. Because they are the I am that I am. And they have to take care of what is good for them. So I get it. But with these transits, we have more planets that are moving this month, And this being a quadruple 5, with that 1 + 4, with the sun here and the moon here, this is a month of change. And if you're in resistance to change, you're going to have a hard time. It's not going to be easy if you're fighting and in resistance to the change. Whether you like the change or not, it's coming. You must flow in your heart state. Okay? All right. I've got to take this down. And we're going to go. Look at that. Look at that. I took that picture in Waco. Look at this. This is my screensaver. I better get that off there. Look at that. It's perfect. It's perfect. Could not be better. Hello, the Oracle is in the house. And Sandy. Hi, Sandy. I see more people popping in. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yes, awesome. Okay, very cool. Okay, very good, very good. So that's going to do it for the chart. What I do want to do now is double check my calendar where I got the downloads. My crown, this is the other thing. Okay, so activations, because they're telling me about that. So my crown has been like I'm itching it like crazy. I can't stop. And I mean, I've been like receiving, and then it feels like they're taking their hands and pulling and pulling and pulling stuff out of my crown. And I'm not talking about this, I'm talking about my crown chakra. And this is the other thing. Your third eye and your fourth eye that's in the back of your head. Highly getting activated to this time in order to support the crown. Okay? And if you're not speaking in your authenticity, throat chakra, these are going to be all fucked off. So you need to be focused here, here, and here right now, okay? Also, through the shoulders, they're saying, the 2 points here. Yeah, would be really good to do some shoulder stuff, they're saying. Move it around, okay? Yes, okay. Just really here, 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 and don't forget the fourth eye that's in the back of your head. Very important. And allow the merge and the purge. Purge and merge may. Okay? All right, here we go. Now let's look at the calendar of the month. Oh, yes, the causal and the thymus chakra activation. That is Taurus and Gemini. Okay? The causal is like the yang. Okay? And then the thymus chakra, which I always call that the cosmic heart. It's right here. The higher cosmic heart where we enter and leave the body, right here. Those are very active this month. A lot of people will be transitioning this month, maybe possibly suddenly. The energy centers, you want to look at them as like they're blooming and dilating. Blooming and dilating. Magnifying even. Now, Pluto is going to be stationed all month long. Stationed at exactly that point. He's only going to move back to like, I don't even know, 10 degrees. And then this is all about the underground, the even underwater they showed me. And back in January, if you remember, I was saying I was getting messages about watch the water, and that's not political. They're saying there's stuff under the water that we don't know about. And I believe that's where a lot of our galactics come in and out of. I don't think that they come from the skies as much, although they do travel up there. But if you think that these higher beings, which are also us, by the way, if you think that these higher beings need a freaking ship to move about, you're Looney Tune, because they don't have to have that. They just teleport or whatever, So a lot of that is a lot of 3D construct that's also having to fall away. There's a lot of battles this month, but there won't be a war that's won, in other words. There won't be a closure that comes, okay? There won't be a lot of resolution this month. Just know it. Lots of battling, very little resolution coming through. It's kind of a flux month. Let me think here. Okay, Mercury went retrograde on the 1st. Moon moved into Libra. Now we're at full moon. This is a little different. I'm used to doing this on Tuesdays. Okay, and then we'll have the moon move into Sagittarius tomorrow. Okay. And that moon is going to be in harmony with Neptune and with Mars, but it's going to have some power struggles and with Saturn, Venus, and Pluto. I would say Saturday evening is not the best evening to go out on a date. I would chill out at home and watch out for the power struggles because we're still going to be feeling this eclipse energy quite strong. It's not the best time to be roaming around and taking risks. Okay, now, Sunday. Okay. Hello. Seeing little things fly around. Sunday, Venus moves into Cancer. Venus will be a little bit easier. We have this really beautiful thing that's happening from 7th to, let me find it. From the 7th, if you want to put these dates down, from the 7th to the 20th, we have both Venus, the divine feminine, and Mars, the divine masculine, in Cancer together. See, Venus, she's chasing Mars right now. And Mars doesn't like being in Cancer. He's hauling ass. He's running away. So this plays out in our lives as exactly how I just said that. Think about that and how you're experiencing that. So I feel like that this is going to be a bit of a chase this month to get to the resolution. But I do feel once Venus, which is one of our beneficial planets, it's a benefic, okay? It's our benefit planet. We need Venus. We need her to be happy. It's important. When she moves into Cancer, she'll be happier and we'll feel a little bit of lift. And definitely when Mars moves into Leo on the 20th, we'll feel better in our drive. And by then, he should be out of, is it the 26th? Not too far after, he'll be back into bounds. Somewhere at the end of the month, he comes back into bounds. I'll talk about that in weeks to come. When he gets back into bounds, it'll be easier too. We'll feel better about our drive. Won't be so fucking exhausted all the time, because that really it really does affect. It's like an energy purge. It's all a purge. Purge. It's just part of it right now. Next week, we're going to have some shocking built up tensions, and it's going to be it's not going to be stable energy. Desires are going to be changing more over the weekend. I will say this, once that moon leaves Sagittarius and enters Capricorn on Monday evening, that's Monday evening, 7:33 Eastern. Come Tuesday, we're going to have some built up tensions because the sun is going to conjunct Uranus. But we're going to be feeling that conjunction already now. Sun conjunct Uranus could be amazing explosions, but with all that's built up around it, because the moon is going to be in sextile to Saturn, but the moon's also going to try Mercury retrograde, and we're in retrograde. So this is the thing. This is destable, instability, unexpected. But if you're working, be ready to work through it. Really beautiful weekend coming up on the 13th and 14th for Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to the moms. Mercury will go direct on the 14th, Mother's Day. But with that said, we're going to be feeling from Mother's Day, which is a Sunday, to Monday, the 16th, 15th and 16th, that whole week, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, all of that. Huge up until the sun enters Gemini on the 21st. There'll be a big fixed cross with Mars square Pluto. It's going to be really kind of hard. And Jupiter will enter Taurus on the 16th. When Jupiter's in Taurus, it's more of a slower, practical vibe, all right? We're looking for a steadfast and steady growth. You know, Jupiter in Aries is like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's like fast. Let's go growth. You know, but I feel like Jupiter in Taurus is going to actually assist this energy to chill it out a little bit. And persistence and determination, and you're loyal. You know, Taurus is the determined, loyal bull. You know, they may lay the ass around and not want to move the ass, but once they do get moving, they get stuff done, right? Big Earth events that week in the middle of the month. Shit. The first of the month, believe it or not, first of the month is actually a little less intense. That new moon that's coming is going to be something else on the 19th. And we'll get to that. But just letting you know, this is not a month of everything goes roses and unicorns or whatever. It's just not. Mercury will be out of shadow by the end of the month, and Pluto will just be sitting there vibrating all month. You know, Pluto is a big player, even though he's not moving, because like Mars on the 23rd is going to be opposite of Pluto. And because these are slow movers, you know, they sit there for a while. It takes many days of vibrating for them to get out of the aspect. Mars is going to square the nodes for a long time at the end of the month after this new moon in Taurus. This new moon in Taurus is not going to be an easy moon. It's just not. Mars is going to be opposite Pluto. And Mars is going to enter into Leo literally hours after this new moon happens on the 19th. And this is all my time zone, so you'll have to check. June looks to be a little easier, but we're still in retrograde city. And I'll get for we'll move into that as we get. Let's one thing at a time here. So those are your key dates for the month. Let's move on into the cards. I hope that helped everybody. There we go. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you're on the Facebook, pop over to the YouTube. If you're here on the replay, all of the timestamps will be in the description below, or not description, but in the comments, and I'll have them pinned so that you can jump around from place to place. And I appreciate Erin for noting the times when I'm transitioning from place to place. It helps me whenever I return back. Let's see. Hello, Tim. Thank you for joining us tonight, my brother. Thank you. And let's see here. There is something flying around in here, and I'm not sure if it's an orb or a gnat. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to get into the cards. Here we go. Let me take a little sip. I went all that way without drinking my coconut water, so... It's a lot. That's right. Thank you, Erin. Thank you so much. Also, remember to remind them on Facebook to pop over and give them the link to the YouTube. It's in the description below. Also, remember, guys, if you are on one of the groups that I'm broadcasting to, or if you are on my personal page, I really can't see your messages, but I appreciate you being here. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. Hey, and also I heard about the writer's strike. So, like, there is no more late night television all of a sudden. I don't watch television, haven't had cable in 8 years, but I just saw that in the Serious Joy group. And oh my gosh, if you're not in Serious Joy, go check it out. I love Christopher Witecki. He is amazing, and he's back. He's back. He's been gone for 11 months, and he's back. Serious Joy is amazing, and I get their text. He created a step system, and then created a texting app that's based on my astrological birth chart, and I get messages from him, and it's amazing. He's our sensei to the astrology, and he's awesome. So if you're watching, Christopher, I'm so happy that you're back. Anyway, I'm really excited. Really excited. Happy Cinco de Mayo. That's right. Oh, by the way, it is my grandfather's earthly birthday, but he has transitioned. He was quite the genius, and he always said, all of the Mexicans have a huge party every year for my birthday. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Okay, very cool. I think that's everything. Just check the description down there for any of the updates. If you feel you want to give, that's great. I pay for all of the crystals, the stones, the andaras, the decks, the books, and I also ship it to you every month as a service. So every bit that you can give back helps me to continue to provide these beautiful giveaways as gifts. And they are frequency coded. It's amazing. Those that receive their prize, always, it was meant for them. Like, it literally helped them through that transition in their life. So that's what it's all about. Okay, let's go ahead and have a look here at the board. There we go. All right. I think I moved that thing around. Oh, that's right. I had it zoomed out. So tonight we're playing with the Mary L. Tarot. I got to pull out the Tarot of Sexual Magic, because Scorpio rules sex. Very passionate, very sexual sign. This is a brand new deck called the Tarot for Empaths, Reiki, and Energy Healers. It's the Star Kiss deck. I really like it. It's interesting. I have another one too. Mist and Mermaids, Oracle of Water deck. So these will be the ones that we play with tonight. Go ahead and move some of these beauties off that have been holding the board down. Now, as far as the Mary L, we're only doing we're using that as an oracle tonight, and we're only doing the major life, major event, major arcanas with this. This will be interesting. This will be our oracle that we look at for the night with the book if we need it. Okay, not always. All right. I need to move this in. There we go. And what are we doing tonight? What's the first sign out of the zodiac? Earth? Okay, we'll go with Earth. Beautiful. Earth signs. We're looking at Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. My brain went flat there for a minute. It happens when you're channeling. Okay, that one didn't want to stick around. When you're channeling and you're also trying to think logistically, sometimes your brain goes flat. These have all been shuffled, smudged, cleansed, and set in the sun. All of the card reads are based upon your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, please go to astrograph.com. That is also listed below. And get your free birth chart. And if you're wanting to learn more about astrology, that will help you. But you want to know your big three. Your sun, moon, and rising or ascendant are important. That's how we code it to tap in to give you the messages. All right, here we go. Earth signs are diligent, grounded, practical earth signs. What would we do without our earth signs? I have absolutely no earth in my chart other than my Capricorn that is my North karmic node of fate. And that is the evolutionary process in which your soul chose to collectively move towards in this lifetime. Important to know your north node, and your south node is always the exact opposite sign. There we go. Okay, I'm hearing, okay, here we go again. It's like a singing, it's a song it's an older song. Somebody's been listening to older songs. It's like a, oh, here we go again. Here we go. Here we go. Smelling flowers. Roses. Roses coming out. There it is. And to start, we have a 5 of Cups. Isn't that apropos for this 5555 portal? Right there, 5 of Cups. This is feeling lost. This is feeling saddened, grief, not knowing which direction to go, feeling as though all hope is lost, but it's not. Because this card represents the fact that you must turn around. You must look at the other side of things, okay? Not everything here is lost. Not everything here is gone. There is still hope. You just have to look behind you. Look in another direction. Look at it in a different way, a different perspective there, dear earth signs, okay? I mean, here you can see this gentleman, and I'm going to zoom this in just a little bit more because I know these are smaller cards. That should fit it. Here you can see this gentleman, you know, he is basically at her feet. You know, he really wants this to work, and she is just at a loss, you know. But there's ghosts from her past, you know. There's a sacred flame, a sacred fire that's going on from her past. And there's sometimes it just can't be fulfilled, you know. Sometimes there's just not hope. Cups, by the way, are our emotions. It's our intuition. It's how we process through the ethers, how we feel. This is a very saddened depths of emotional type card. You're challenged by the 8 of Pentacles. And this is an earth energy for you earth signs. The 8 of Pentacles says, you must work harder. See, she's got her back turned to him. And he's like, hey, here's a rose. But she's like, no, you're going to have to work harder, buddy. You know, and she may just very well be completely done. Look, she's just kind of like beat. Like, you can see the look on her face. She's just like, I'm done. You know, you're going to have to work harder at this. And she knows that she has to work harder on herself. She's like, I'm already drinking my coffee. You know, I've already given you everything I can give you. Now it's time for us both to work towards something else. If you have children, they're saying, please have them leave the room because some of these cards are quite risque. We only bring these out for Scorpio events. Okay, we've got stuff really flying here. We're going to take them in order as we see them. We have Judgment. Major life event, major arcana card, the Judgment. Followed by the Nine of Pentacles. Followed by the Six of Chalices or Six of Cups. We'll go ahead and take the last card to give you a full understanding. And ending with, oh, hello, Scorpio. For some reason, that little guy just came flying out. That's interesting. We'll leave it there because it wants to be. Okay. And on the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Earth signs. There is something here that's grieving you that's not going to work, okay? You have to work harder. Your partner has to work harder. The situation that you're in is challenged. It's your challenged position. But there is going to be a second chance here coming up for you, Earth signs, all right? The Judgment card is like coming in and realizing there is another birth to be had. The womb, we're seeing you in the womb, about to come out, basically. There was this time period that you were just held, loved, but in the dark. So this is the thing, Earth signs. A lot of the time, there's darkness around these energies that we're playing with this now, okay? But darkness does not always mean evil, all right? Darkness also means love. Do you think a child that's in their womb isn't love? But it's dark in there, right? There's no light in there. Not until the birth. So the second come around, the calling, the prophecy that has been held for you, that you indeed yourself, your soul family, your soul star seed creation, you are but a seed right now, about to be birthed, you see. Even a seed must be in the dark and struggle to come out to become a plant. Yeah, but somebody outside of you here is cutting the tie. Done. This has been a long, hard battle of independence. Okay? Whether independence for you, independence for the other, independence for the situation or the group, whatever it is. Nine of Pentacles is someone who stands within their independence and becomes the master, okay? It is the hawk master. It is the falcon master. It is, I put my arm out, you come to me, and I don't have to say a word. It is that. Outside of you, there is something that you must cut in order to become independent. Or someone else is cutting it. Cords, done. Now, by the way, okay, we hear on the night side coming through. We hear here on the dark. You are not only one that has to cut this. There's others around you having to cut this. It is a group collaboration. But in essence, this is an independent person coming in from outside of you. Independence energy coming in from outside of you, saying this is over, this is done, it must be cut. All right? Now, followed with this Six of Chalices, do not look back on the past in a sad and melancholy way. It's okay to have those memories. They're memories of yours, and you may honor them. But you're working way too hard to overcome the sadness, the grief, the loss, to allow yourself to fall and wallow in the void. Okay, now if you're looking at the void as a loving void, so like we're seeing the light, right? They say, go to the light. Well, what if you turned around and you looked at the void and you saw all of the universe and all of the possibilities and all of everything, rather than just being, oh, it's dark in here, I'm scared. This is looking to the past. sad for times gone by. And if you allow yourself, without challenging yourself, to work towards the second, this is Archangel Gabriel coming down to blow his horn and raise the dead and say, you have another chance here, earth signs. What the fuck are you going to do with it? And then the Knight of Cups, okay? The Knight of Cups is saying, you are going to be given an offer. It's a loving offer. It's a good offer. What are you going to do with it? See, he comes in and he says, oh, I am the knight of your dreams. I'm going to offer you this cup of love. The Knight of Cups. Lots of emotion going on with you, earth signs. Not a bad read, but indeed, knowing that this energy is coming through and it's finalizing this grief, this suffering, this sadness, this looking behind, challenge to work on it. You must work on it, okay? On the bottom, Ace of Pentacles. It is but a seed of tangible growth. You have spirit guides all around you, pushing you, nudging you. Don't doubt yourself in your mind. Earth signs, are you hearing us? Don't doubt yourself in your mind. Hear. Think here. This is a trinity in which you've been involved with for eons. And it's time to start again. You have an ability to grow from this. 1, 2, 3. You've rested long enough, you know. Why? Because of the Knight of Wands. Messages, information, intel coming in that's going to light you up and make you passionate. This is a fast-moving communication. It's also very sexual if you're in a partnership. You see the difference here? That to that. Okay, now we're going to get further clarification from the new Myth and Mermaid deck. We are only receiving these through channel. Thank you. Myth and Mermaid for the earth sign. Give me the tone, please. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Naughty mermaid. Have you been a naughty mermaid? Earth signs, have you been a naughty mermaid? Yes, you have been a naughty mermaid. Don't you believe it's time to behave? Maybe a little less naughty? Mermaid with floating flowers. We were smelling flowers earlier across the veil for you, earth signs. And mermaid with butterflies. So your signs that will be coming up will have to do with the flowers and the mermaid butterflies. We also want you to pay attention. There's a crystal blue or a crystal blue something. It's like a minty crystal blue color that we're seeing, whether it's a stone or some clothing you're wearing or a flower or a butterfly. You will receive this in the next 2 weeks, and then you will know The message that's come through is your angelics or your starseed lineage guides. Just depends on how you each are. But the reflections that you will find through this blue color is going to be something magnificent. You will see it. It will come to you. It may be in flowers. It may be in water. It may be in clothing. It may be in something. But it's a very minty, crisp blue. Yes, sparkling even. But stop with the naughty mermaid. Watch for the signs from the butterflies and the flowers. Okay? Put that there. No more naughty mermaid. We're going to close out the naughtiness. No more naughtiness. Okay? No more naughty. And finally, this is a very special deck. We rarely use this deck. We pulled it out. The Mary El Tarot. And we are feeling a Spanish, Argentina, South American kind of vibe coming through now. And so this may have something to do with what's going on with you. We are only pulling the major arcana as a closing card for the earth signs. Major arcana, give it to me. There it is. Temperance. Patience. Temper yourselves, earth signs. And we're going to read just a little bit from the book. We know all the cards, but this is considered an oracle because we're only using the major. There it is. No, that's the Hermit. Hold on. Oh, no, we're going the wrong way. Like I said, we don't use this card very often. There it is. Temperance always comes after the death card, okay? So you have a death. We have many deaths. And Scorpio rules death, right? We have a lot of many deaths and rebirths throughout our lives. And afterwards comes the temperance, right? You get it? So the key words here is death, end, profound change, mortality, absolution for sins, and transformation. Okay? That's the key words for the death card. Now we're going to go over here to the tiger, burning bright tiger of temperance. Keywords here are redemption, renewal, regeneration, transmutation, fertility, restored, healing, destiny, laid bare. You've been laid bare. Just like the Ace of Pentacles. There's only 4 of those out of 78 cards. And you've got the seed of tangibleness to lay. You've been laid bare. You have a brand new, clean, fresh state at this point, right? Okay. It's uniting. It's combining. It's hardening. It's in moderation, And the quote is, I'd rather be a complete man than a good man, by Carl Jung. It's important to temper oneself. Yeah, it gives you all of this information, but I'm not going to read all of that. Yes, that's enough. Okay. So temper yourself with this situation. Stop the naughtiness. Look for the signs, butterflies, flowers. Know that a challenge, opposition is coming in to cut some things off for the betterment of you. Don't look to the past. You must diligently work. The Eight of Pelicans. Maybe pelicans are going to bring you some kind of message. The Eight of Pentacles is often that diligent person that works through the night, that doesn't stop until they get to their goal. Okay? And then the Nine of Pentacles, they are the Falcon Master. Okay? Judgment is here to give you a second chance here. A rebirth at life. There is, see right there? He is blowing his horn. He's allowing the family to be lifted and take to their highest realm, to their heaven state, to the top of the castles of gold they shall go. The sadness is here now, but there will be an offer of love coming. Do not feel bad and look to the past, because it will only make you feel worse. Know that you are at the beginning of something great. Thank you to the earth signs. We appreciate you. We love you. We know that your sunset's coming, and you shall rise throughout these transitional shifts that you're going through. Okay? Seven of Swords on the bottom. Has there been some lying, some stealing, some cheating, some fuckery going on, earth signs? Thank you, earth signs. We love you. Hater elements. Does it say hater or water? Oh, water elements. I thought it said hater. I was like, damn, they're hating on her. Maybe it is hater. It's hard for me to read that. Water elements. So is water next? Just curious. Oh my God, it is. Holy shit, that's fun. Okay, how much fun is that? Hi, Cats Unity. Hello, hello. Yes, naughty, naughty mermaids are in the house. And water elements is next. Oh my God, that's so cool. Thank you. There is the time right there. I guess I freaking forgot that on the earth signs. Yes, Erin. Hi, Erin. Thanks for being here. Yes, yes, yes. Water elements coming in. Seeing if I know I missed a lot of you. Hello, I see you. I see the newbies popping in. Okay, cool. I like these little mermaid cards. They're cute. They didn't come with a book. They came with the like code thing. But I looked up the code and I couldn't find the book. So I was just like, whatever, I'm done. I don't need the book half the time anyway. Woo! Energy is palatable. 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 Water signs for the Scorpio lunar eclipse. That's right, I did bring it up. My bad. Okay, so this is the Andara. I thought I'd forgot it and left it outside. I remembered. See, I'm all thrown off because I prepared all of this stuff on Monday. And I just came up and freshened everything up today, and I totally forgot. Anyway, so here we go. Right? I don't normally wear jewelry when I'm doing sound activations, but anyway, so here is the Andara that I'm giving away, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It has like a red and green, like, see, look. Okay, there it goes. There's a little man spirit in there. And this is one, I bought a whole big bundle of these. And this is one that I have worked with and used for a while because I like to infuse my energy. I put it in the pyramid and work with it, you know, and keep it in this bowl. And so it'll be part of the giveaway. So, cool, huh? Una latte shemene hai. Une keno kukukishina makikena hai. Une ne chikuru makadero shikiru rumma kinishina hai. Una ina shuna karmahanda shikamuna chena kuna kurina mai. Una shikemoy hai. Indo rashikano moyana. Una shikamu bayino run. Ramanashe. Ramanashe. Rankana pu shina untinai. Unai. Unai. Shikamakena, Kichikamakina, one chicken, one chicken, a bucket, one kitchen to Kamake. Shinakun, Naria, chicken, what chicken, what chicken, what chicken, what chicken, high and rich critical chicken batera, to rat kitchen or real shikamoka, my high, the shukumaki. Shinakura chicken, what a hana Russian onakena dona shikamaka yena. Unachikamoka kira shokomaka kena ona I. Hano, Hanakina, Makina, Shuta Makina. Yena Kona Kena, Shuna Kona, Shina Kona, Yena Kona, the Capitation, All right. Water signs. Let's go. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Scorpio, I'm just going to address you. This is the last eclipse you will have to endure. And they're starting to pull my socks off. This is the last eclipse you're going to have to endure for 9 years. Congratulations. You made it. Last Scorpio eclipse in 9 years. It's awesome. And cards are flying. Oh, we're not going to take all those. That's way too many. Come on. They're slippery. Slippery. They're slippery little suckers. Slippery little suckers. There's a movie. The Magician. I'm holding him upside down. The Magician. Major life event. Major arcana card. The Magician. The Magician came out multiple times in previous reads. And it also came out in the read that we did prior to today for this event. So, you know, this is the thing. You have all the tools, you have all the knowledge, you have all the wisdom, but you're at the very beginning stages. This is about alchemizing, all right? Water signs, you are wizards at alchemization. you know how to put, fire and water together and make steam, turning lead to gold. This is your time. Feel the light, that which is the tools that live inside you. They live within you. A reward, it says. Whoa. Somebody named Gina, Regina, or Jim, or Jean is here. And he said, tell her that I'm not gone. I'm around her all the time. He's a very matter-of-fact kind of person. I don't even kind of understand what energy he is, but he's coming in through the light side. Tell her I'm around her all the... Tell her I'm around her all the time, especially at night when she's reading and writing. So you could be Regina or Gina, or he could be Jean, or there's a Regina, Jean, Gino. Kind of, I can't get the whole full. Oh, my head hurts. Okay, back off my head, please, sir. Shit. Okay. 3 of Swords. This is the extreme hurt, severe heartbreak card in your challenged position, water signs. You feel everything so deep and so to the core. When you feel so much and there's a hard situation that you're going through, and now I'm getting tingles on the left side, which is my dark side, my night side. Whenever you feel as though it's just bottom of the barrel, desperation, grief unknown, losing a relationship, losing a loved one, losing an animal, a pet, black cat coming through. Jesus. Okay, that hurt. Okay, so there's a lot of heartache for many water signs. Sun, moon, or rising. Really tough time. This is your shadow, though. This is your shadow coming through. And everybody's got a shadow. We don't have to make the shadow wrong. It's part of who we are. Major life event, major arcana, the Chariot. That's 2 majors. There is a victory here, okay? There is a gift that comes through after this heartache. What does it say? Preserving your willpower, even, That's interesting that I've never in my life seen that card that way, but that's interesting. I get it. This is also about balancing in the duality and becoming victorious through it, okay? Knowing that everything's a little wobbly, but the victory is because things are moving, things are traveling, things are going in a direction of a new beginning, okay? After the sadness, after the loss. I'm going to take them as I see them. Outside of you, you have the Queen of Cups energy and the Knight of Wands. So, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Let's make sure you can see all these really good. Queen of Cups is you, water signs. standing in your truth. But this is an energy coming in from outside of you, but we feel like this is more of an intuitive guide. We feel like this is a spirit. This is a reflection of you. This is aspects of self. This could even be another you in another timeline, okay? Aspects of self that are not you, okay? It's not you in the physical. It's not this flesh suit that you're in. This is someone coming in from outside of you that is still you, coming from the light side. Lyrian, could be Octurian, Andromedan, okay? Other aspect coming through, saying it's time to take some actions here. You know, this Knight of Wands is passionately riding forward. He's not waiting around on some sadness. He's going to take the victory. He's going to bear the fruit and take a nice big juicy bite out of it, okay? And so this Queen of Cups is asking you, aspect of self coming through, giving you higher guidance, giving you intuitive messages from the left side. Now on the screen it may look opposite, but it's your left side, okay? Tones, tingles, even a sickness feeling, you know, you get that gut feeling. Normally it's one side or the other. You can attune to that. Don't question it through your mind. You use your higher heart. Right here. Where is it? There it is. Hair is getting messed up in there. Jesus. Okay. The higher heart here. We keep our necklace pendant right here on the avatar's higher heart, so that she knows she's always moving through here, and we come in and out and think through here. Something interesting though, in recent days, Avatar has not been wearing her pendants. She's been in a grief state, lost state. She's hurting. It took us pushing her to take action, to come here today, to get her out of the grief state, the frequency of lack, fear, to understand there's a victory to be had and a difficult decision to make. The Two of Swords says, you cannot no longer stand there, water signs, with the fucking blindfold on. Take the damn thing off and look at the situation and make a damn choice. Okay, water signs, no more. It's over. Why? Why? Because the sun. The sun is the best card that you can possibly get out of 78 cards, water signs. There is nothing more golden than you overcoming your drama, your grief. Because every time you do, you learn more, and you're able to be in service to others because you actually live that shit. And you don't hide behind a curtain and not be authentic to it. Authenticity is very important here for you water signs and making the decision. It's going to come whether you like it or not, and your guides are going to come through. And look here, you know, it basically is your highest guidance coming through on honeycombs, it looks like. Look at all the honeycombs. We're just noticing. You know, these cards are fairly new. Look at all the honeycombs down there. Think about the honeycomb. Think about the bee, okay? We hear the bee. The bees are buzzing. I think the bee only lives for like 45 days. And the bee only makes, one bee only makes, what it is. The bee only makes a spoonful, teaspoonful. Bee only makes teaspoonful its entire life. Its whole fucking incarnation, all the bee is supposed to do is make the honeycomb, make the honey, then die. And do it again. We know this because we've been a bee in a past life. And you only make about a spoonful. So next time you're taking a spoonful of honey, you thank the bee that worked his ass off for 45 days. That's all he gets for his entire life fucking cycle. You know how precious it is. You are precious too. Why? Because something new and fresh and young and naive and beautiful has happened. Or will. Water signs. Let's go ahead and pull from the Myth and Mermaid deck for you beautiful mermaids. You beautiful water signs. Yes, thank you. Yes, Renee. Big compassion happening for all the water signs. Yes. Microcosm, sea monsters. You know, there's a tenderness to grieving. There's a sadness that we feel that's unbearable at times. And it feels like it's monsters, like it's gonna come out at the dark and get us, right? But then here comes this jeweled octopus. And I'm one to believe that the octopus is indeed alien, not of this world. It was placed there long, long ago. Tara. Yes. Ancient wounds are being healed here for your water signs. The key is to move through it and make the choice, knowing you must stay fearless and listen. Intuitive hits are coming through. One more. Tall tale of mossy gold. Her eyes look like ours. We looked in the mirror before we came online tonight, and the eyes were gold. I don't know what they are right now. The depths of the swamp is a beautiful journey to go through. You know, the moss grows there, and there's always something to learn and cultivate, and there's a medicine there to bring forth. There's always a way out through the darkness, and life always continues to happen through the cycle, correct? But somebody's been a naughty mermaid. You know, there is a lot of naughty fuckery shit going on around here. In this universe. In this whole world, whether it's a round blue ball or it's a little chunk in an ice wall. You know, whatever it is. There's some fuckery going on about here. There's your warning card. All right. The Sun and the Fool. We didn't have to go far for that one, did we? It just popped right on out. Yes, it did. Okay, we have the Sun card and the Fool.
And we know what the sun is about, and we know what the fool is about, but we feel like the fool is the one that they're wanting to hear. We know the sun is all about your fortune. It's about your heart. It's about receiving the divine gifts. It is the best card to get, and you got it. The Fool, represented by Aries, taking a risk, taking a chance, jumping, fearless action. The Fool can be very much compared here to the Knight of Wands, this fearless action. Where you stumble, there lies your treasure. Joseph Campbell. Keywords: the first step in a long, profound journey. Beginnings, folly, purity, pureness, the innocence, that which is the most divine clarity of the unknown. The unknown sometimes feels dark. It's pure. It is the void. It is the 0 point, right? It's also about innocence, the Fool, and playing and enjoyment. Naivete in a happy state, you know? Even through, okay, so we're getting the vision of a meme that we saw today from Rev Shar, and Jesus, Yeshua, popping his head in and said, "What the fuck's going on in here?" And it made us laugh. And it wasn't to be sacrilegious or anything like that. I'm sure it did offend some people. But it was quite perfect in the moment of a bunch of sad, dark shit. So have fun in the dark. And maybe some naughtiness too, who knows. Thank you, water signs. We love you so very dearly. We are sending you so much love and light. And that is why the light language, thank you. That is why the light language code came through prior to your read, prior to even us knowing what the hell was going on here. So just know that that sun came through because of an innocence, because of a new excitement, because of, and you know, this Page of Cups is an intuitive flow, you know. This is intuitive flow. Cups are intuitive, not just your love state, your relationship, but it's also intuitive, okay? But you have some very goods, you know, you have some good cards here. You got some good majors here. You know, the Magician and the Chariot are very positive cards to have, and then you have the Sun. So through the darkness, through the sadness, through the naughty mermaidness, you're going to be okay. You'll be all right. Thank you, water signs. Thank you, thank you. The King of Coins. That's not a bad king to step in right here at the end as we're closing out the water signs. Earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Thank you so very much. You are so very loved. That energy is really hard. But everything in life is fucking hard, right? And we have been learning and evolving much faster. And you notice now that often, we're getting chills on the nose. You notice often you're able to bounce back from things much quicker than you could, say, 3-4 years ago, right? So when the bad, hard crap comes in, you can deal with it better because you are working on your frequency. You're working on yourself. You're able to maneuver through the challenges and still come out in alignment with more awareness and more wisdom. Yes, yes, yes. Sun, and the Fool. We want you to go and look these cards up, water signs, okay? Please.
Thank you, water signs. Okay, we're on to Earth. Wait a minute, we already did Earth signs. Hold on. We're doing air signs. Okay. And okay, so the fourth eye chakra has really been coming in. Really been coming in. So please pay attention to this. This has been coming in through the whole show. Back here in the back of the head. Woo! Man. Fourth eye. You have a fourth eye. You know that, right? Okay. Yeah, he did. And he loved those who had trauma, had struggle, suffering, you know. So, yeah, I could see that. Hello, Hector. Welcome. We did Earth signs already, and at the beginning of this video, you'll hear all about Scorpio and Taurus and the energies for the collective. So please go to the replay on YouTube. Let's not forget, everybody. Please go to the YouTube replay for the prizes and make sure you comment after the video. Okay, it's very important that you go and you like, you subscribe, and you comment, select the bell so you get notifications when I go live, so that your name, if you're not commented on one of the replay videos, your name won't be getting into the big multi-package drawing giveaway, which includes the activations card and Dara, a very light infused white pinkish stone of rose quartz right here. Nice big size too. It's a good size one. Yeah. There you go. So, and we also have a sponsor as well, and a couple other things I'll probably add before we give it away. I'm growing the package as we go. So don't forget that. Oh, excuse me. Air signs. So we are speaking to Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. The intellect, the air that we breathe, the wind that flows. Air signs. For the Scorpio lunar eclipse, sun, moon, and rising signs. This is directed towards your sun, moon, and rising air signs. Okay, we're going to take the one on the board. Ten of Pentacles to start out the air sign read. This is a damn good card to start out your sign read, the air signs. This is complete success. This is the mansion on the hill, the best job, the wonderful abundance of family. It's also ancestral, long earned fortune, long earned
revelations even. Okay, and we're getting tingled to the light side, even to the nose. Fortune and abundance coming in, a plethora, a completion, a cycle that has brought you to a place of fulfillment. Okay, it's right there. Airheads in the house. Okay, you guys, that's funny. Ah, I love it. Balanced flow. Lots of communications always going on. Lots of things going on in your minds. Mercury being retrograde isn't the always most positive thing for you, Aries. And wow. Okay, we're going to take them as we see them. The Eight of Pentacles has come out, and I believe it was in this position already the last time we had this deck out here. Interesting. It is time for you air signs to work very diligently hard towards a certain goal. Okay, it's time to really put, how do you put it, the pedal to the metal. Stay focused on what you're building structurally. These are coins, okay? You've got 2 coins. This is tangible stuff in this real 3D reality, okay? And then we saw the World card coming to completion, okay? That's a good major life event, major arcana card coming to completion. You have 2 completion cards here, okay? Something is coming to completion for you. Something long held, long-term completion. Could be within the family structure here, okay? But these are the fixed signs you can see here, okay? You have the bull, the boar, should be the eagle, but it's a dove, and the fish. So that's very odd that they put those there because it doesn't, oh, that's the goat. They put different in this. Interesting. Okay, the King of Cups coming in from outside of you. This is very much in the realms of mastering your mind in an intuitive flow. I would call the King of Cups the master of the higher cosmic heart here. Okay, mastering it. Cups in general are about your emotions, your love, your flow, your relationships, and what you do with them, and how you relate to yourself and others. But this king and all kings, no matter what suit, are always the masters of the mind. But I believe the King of Cups is the master of the heart mind, okay? Someone from outside of you is like, I am here to oversee this situation. And he gives me this vibe of, I'm going to take care of all of this for you because you cannot handle it. It's a lot. You're dealing with a lot, but you're having to work diligently towards it. You may not very much be interested in doing so, is what they're saying, okay? You have got to get more structured. You got to get more organized in order to come to this completion, because there's something, a cycle is ending. It's a long-held cycle, but it's a successful cycle, so it's very positive for you, air signs. Very good, very positive that the cycle is ending, but I don't feel that you're necessarily feeling as though that you're there yet. You know, I think that you're struggling with this whole acceptance is the word that comes to mind here. The King of Swords. Okay, you've got 2 kings here, but that is your king, air sign. This right here is saying, you're going to do as I say. You're going to take this. I mean, look at him. And then there's a lady on the outside. There may be a trilogy. There could be some cheating. going on with this, or just some fuckery of some sort. But it is a completion, nevertheless. Working diligently, but I don't feel like you're into it. I think that there's somebody else coming in that's saying, no, you gotta do it like this, air signs, and you don't like it. And then he's like, oh no, or she, don't get caught up on gender. Oh no, we know that you've been working diligently, but you have to do it like this. And I feel like you kind of just don't, there's a feeling of, I'm just kind of done. Oh no, we don't want that many. We cannot take that many. We will take this one. Oh, the Fool. There you go. There it is. The Fool card comes in and says, you're going to take a chance. You're going to move on with this situation. Because, why? Why? Seven of Cups. There's many more choices out there for you. There's many, many more choices out there for you. Okay? Major life event, major arcana, the Fool, and major arcana, the World. The World is the last card of the major arcana, and the Fool is the first. Do you see this pattern? So something that you're working diligently towards, having to do with great abundance, long held, like we have been doing this for a lifetime. 18 and a half years we've been doing this. Someone's coming in, they're saying, no, we're going to do it like this. This is how it has to be. And you're like, I don't really want to do this. But I feel like you'll walk away. I feel like you will walk away from the situation and you'll see so many other things. The Seven of Cups is, it can be it can be like an anxiety because you have a lot of different options that are heart fulfilling. It's something that will fulfill your heart and lift you. And I see you air signs kind of floating around like a jellyfish would. And we see jellyfish swimming and swimming and swimming, and like the jellyfish become air signs, and they're doing it in groups. This is all about a group connection. All of these cards here, it has nothing to do with a singularity, nothing. But there is an innocence of taking that chance after a completion, after dealing with someone else who's been telling you what to do. And you're like, nope, I'm going to go this way. Because I know there's other options out there. The Six of Wands is on the bottom. That right there, my friends, is you getting accolades. You getting cheered on. Go, air signs. You've done a fantastic job with this situation. Because you took a chance and walked away, understanding that the cycle is complete. Why? Oh, in reverse? Come on. Hot. That Nine of Swords is hot as fuck. I'm sorry. They're going to be in disbelief to what you do, air signs. That's why. Let your hair get pulled, bug it. Have some fun with it. You'll be rewarded. That's good stuff. That's some good stuff right there. I don't care who you are. Yes, they said. Okay, very good. Now, on to the mythical mermaids. Mythical mermaids. Mythical. Hey, Mr. Green Tree. Mythical mermaids for the air signs. We are on air. Mythical mermaids, please. There it is. Ooh. And we have the water elements and the green mermaid triplets. Look at this, little mermaid triplets. I love it. So, okay, in the read, you had the King of Cups as well as the King of Swords. The air and the water, okay? And I look at these mermaid triplets and I really feel air energy from here. But I'm also seeing these waters, and you see there's both 3 of them there. So that you may be dealing with 3 of a kind, or a trilogy, or the Holy Trinity in itself. Okay? When you walk away, make sure your intuition is telling you to do so. Make sure you're not just following your mind. Even though you've been successful, you've received accolades, and you know your challenge is to continue to work hard, even though you may not be so much into it. You be certain that you understand those that are around you are affected. Okay, there's always a flow, always a trilogy of, it's almost like, okay, so like we're seeing like smoke when it rises, right? Smoke, like, so if you have a bowl of herbs and you make it like go up, right? You must become the bowl of smoke for the others around you, which means that's just going to flow around them. It's not going to smother them, but you're going to flow, air signs, much like the water element, okay? On the bottom, tail of mossy gold. That came out again. The gold and the nutrients are there for this situation. You have it right in front of you, okay? Also, add some gold into your hermetic principles. Like, use gold infused, even if you have to just get like little fleck of gold, or a little monatomic gold, or a little, even you could try copper, but I don't think, no. Okay, thank you, they're totally correcting us. You must use some gold. Why? What does that say? Shit, I can't read it. Archimbaldo mermaid. Wow. Archimbaldo. We get very much the alien mermaid here. She brings all of the beings, meaning all of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, that you're flowing around, become you. Because guess what? They are. Yeah. Okay. Let's also pull for you, finally, from the Mary L. Tarot. We are using just the major arcanas as the oracle from the Mary L. Tarot. These are very special. These are not pulled out very often. Mary L. for the air sign. Crisp blue wind. Pulling it in like a crisp blue wind. Pulling it in like a crisp blue wind. Oi! Pulling it in like a crisp blue wind. There is a lot to do with the like minty blue color going on for you air signs. Crisp blue wind. Yes. Justice. Well, that card is Libra. Okay, so justice. Everything must be just, must be fair. Is it working out in your favor? Yes, it will. We're seeing a sprinkler. What does the sprinkler have to do? Waters the grass. Waters the grass. So waters the grass. You have to water the grass. Have you watered the grass of your life, like your work, what you're doing, what you're building? Yeah. Justice. To work, earn, and know thyself. Create thy reality. Become the greatest potential. Ground wishes with action. Be crux of the real and the sublime, and weigh your heart. Always weigh your heart in. Your vision will become clear only when you are into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. Call Young. Truth, order, justice, balance, equilibrium, and law. Keep a light heart. Seeing things the way they really are. The inside vision matching the reality of the outside vision. As above, so below, as within, so without. And finally, the naughty mermaid also comes out for you naughty air signs. Naughty, naughty, naughty. And all of a sudden, there's an English-speaking person coming through. So that's very cute. Very, very good. Thank you to the air sign. It will be just, it will be fair. That is also Libra, if that helps you along. Those that are around you, I'm getting like children here with this green mermaid, okay? This could be 3 women, 3 boys, 2 girls, whatever, however it is. I feel like these are somebody's children, only for 20, thank you, 20% of you. For the rest of you, it is the tribe that's around you. Opening the heart space for the tribe. Allowing them to flow around you. Staying true to your heart. Intuitively flowing. Angelically understanding that what goes down must come up and what's within must go without. And you know, if you got some harsh people around you saying, no, air sign, you must do it this way, 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 you have permission now to drop it and walk away. And that will wrap it up for the air signs. Thank you, air signs. I love you. I'm sending you lots of courage and strength, and knowing that there's a lot of more beautiful choices out there. This is beautiful choices. This is trying out all different kinds of tastes and colors and mates and works and whatever fulfills your heart. Knowing there's a plethora, not looking like this, but opening up to the plethora. Yeah, taking a chance. The unseen can be fun. Sometimes the unseen is the dream. Yeah. Stand before the door of your heart, air signs. Open the door, and what is it you see? On the bottom, you have the strength card there, okay? That is Leo. That is all heart. You got it. I love it. Thank you, air signs. Very, very beautiful. So we have done earth, we have done water, we have done air. Oh, I guess we're on fire now. I love to say that. We're on fire. Fire, fire, fire. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. Yes, Amanda. You are right. DNA. That's it. Very good. Oh, Zena. I'm sorry. Y'all are funny. You're cracking me up in these comments, you kick-ass people. I love you. You beautiful beings. Beloved, blessed, beautiful beings. All right. Come on. Calm down. Oh, I was going to freak out if it was the naughty mermaid again. There's some naughtiness going on. And you can take that how you want to put it. It's not, I think it's like kind of the equivalent of the Seven of Swords in the Tarot, that one right there. It's kind of how I'm feeling it. So we're on fire. Can I get a time for fire, please? I think I forgot the time for the last one, didn't I? Hopefully it's in there and I can put it in the timestamp. Let's see. I don't want that on my ring. Okay, by the way, if you missed it, there is the Andara that we're giving away. It has, oops, let me put this down. It has a red stripe and it's green and it's beautiful. And it's a big chunker. You see it? It's really pretty. It's very powerful. I've used it for when I got it in, I worked with it. I put it outside. It's been in the pyramid, the 7-foot pyramid. And then now it's resting inside of the root chakra. For the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. How are you, my fire babies? I'm a fire moon. Aries is my moon sign. So there's a nice root chakra balance for you. Mars energy, rooting into the earth, allowing Mother Gaia to come up to us. Seeing and envisioning her, reaching up, and grabbing hold and holding you with such love. All right, so we are on these cards now, and I feel like these need one more little good shuffle. The gestation period is what I'm hearing. There's a gestation period going on for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, let's go. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius fire signs. Yes, thank you. Crown. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Crown is on fire tonight. And Aaron's got our time. Thank you. There is the fire sign for you on the YouTube replay. Thank you for being here, you beautiful time travelers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you comment on the replay video. That gets your name in the drawing. Don't forget, down below are all the links that you could possibly need for all the intel. Yes. You brighten up the room when you walk in and you know it, they say. So why are you allowing the fuckery around you to mess with you? You know that once you focus in on your fire, the sacred light that you are, that you can get through anything. These cards are, okay, they can have those too, thank you. These cards are very slick. They're good cards, but they're real kind of like, I don't know, they're slickery. They almost feel like they're like pliable. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, the Queen of Cups to kick off the fire sign read. Challenged by the Ace of Wands. Okay, so there's the Queen of Cups. Challenged by the Ace of Wands. Right there. Make sure that there we go. So the Queen of Cups is an intuitive master. Mastering all of emotion, higher guidance, pulling in at the ethers, knowing that her intel is number one, okay? His agents is what I'm hearing. Like there's
intel agents that are coming through. Okay, I'm seeing men in black. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Hold on. And the Empress. Oh my God, it's so active in here today. And there went another sock. Okay, y'all. The Empress. Major life event, major arcana. The Empress card. This is birthing. This is mother of all. This is knowing your value. Knowing what it is that really lights you up, that you know that you can move forward with, okay? But the Ace of Wands in this challenge position says you have to continue. You have to keep moving. You have to have passion with what it is that you're doing. It says motivated beginning. You know, this is yet the seed. 4 of these for you fire signs. There's only 4 out of 78 cards. You've got your wand. Take your wand and grow with it. It is but a spark that has just begun. It's not a roaring fire. I see like one of those old time fireplaces, you know, that you can like close the door and it heats the house and all that shit. It's not that. It's the complete opposite of that. It's just barely started. But it is a start. Your challenge is to realize intuitively the intel agents that are coming through like a Men in Black, and I'm not even kidding, like they're like literally here, these Men in Black guys. And they're coming through as agents. Somebody is like, I'm going to be your agent. I'm going to give you information. It's coming to you, fire signs, so you need to make sure and pay attention and go with it. Because you're birthing. You are the creator. You are creator. So would creator want to just sit and not have that intuitive agent come through and really push them? No, the creator goes. The creator births. The creator knows its value. And it believes in itself, right? Coming in from the outside, you have the Devil card. Okay, so some toxic shit is happening around you. Destructive. This could even be overindulgence for some of you, 30% of you fire signs. Too much drinking, too much alcohol, too much drug. Do not do that during this time frame. And too much food even. Too much shopping. Money's about to be getting even tighter and things are going to get even more expensive before they get better. We're at the tail ass end of this 18-month cycle of Taurus and Scorpio fire signs, and that means that's the money axis. Out of all the signs, Taurus and Scorpio is the money axis. So be careful. Something from outside of you is really going to teach you some lessons here. You're trying to birth something. I see that. You're birthing something. You're nurturing it. You're working on it. You're cultivating it. The agents are going to come through. The Men in Black agents, they may just ping. You know how they do that ping and they just clear you? If you need a clearing, use it, fire signs. Ask them to come through and clear you so that you can get on your path. Because I feel like there's something holding you back here. It's like there's something coming through on the night side, the dark side, that's holding you back. 2 of Swords. That's come out twice tonight. Yeah. There's some kind of a decision that you haven't made that's holding you back, fire signs. There's all kinds of shit around you. It's spinning. I see a vortex spinning. And they're going to come in and ping, clear it out. Be an allowance. You cannot get the clearing and you cannot create the birthing from a place of destruction. The energy will not allow it.
I feel like I need to get on to you. What were you thinking? King of Swords. Yeah. Look here, fire signs. You can become emotional because you have that sacred flow of passion for what it is that you do and everyone around you and how much you give. But is this fair? Is this just? Is this something that is actually going to help you or hinder you? Wake up! Ina sheke mo tena rushina kukai. Ino rupirishina kuno manahena roi. Ino sheke mo na henda ki shike mo bo shero. Arnya mo ne kurele mo in rukurele ma ara. Oniro kwisha look ki look that I. You never know she could give it right. On the bottom. You have the Knight of Swords. You must be the unstoppable force and not allow the darkness in. To cast it out. Fire signs, cast it out. Lots of this men in black are actually here and they're going to clear you. They're going to clear you. Why? There's two knights right there. That's two kinds of cards that you'll be getting some kinds of messages. Okay? You've got the wands, which is passionate messages. But it also can be fuckery. The Knight of Wands isn't always so on the up and up. They come in and then they leave. So don't trust the fire in a Knight of Wands energy. The Knight of Swords is you moving unstoppable, going. You are a force to be reckoned with. Not allowing the darkness coming in. Do you see? Ethics over emotions. It says it right there. You must be in balance. You have to make the decision. It's a difficult decision. We get it. But this shit's got to go. Bye-bye. Let's pull from the magical Myths and Mermaids deck. For the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's go. That one flew. Archibaldo mermaid. The alien mermaid. That's just what I'm going to call her. But she's, you can see here. I want you to look at her closely. Okay. There we go. See? All of those little creatures are part of her. And she is part of them. When you allow destruction, toxicity, darkness that is overcoming you, and you choose not to see it for what it is and make the choice to cut it out, there is no balance. There is no birthing. There will be no nothing. But there is an intuitive mastery here that is coming in to assist you. And it may not feel like it's of the light. Hey, I get dark side agents, dark side stuff coming in to help me when I need it. But you have to be able to decipher and understand that when you get those dark agents and they come in, they are not staying. They are not in control. You are. And they must all come through your highest guidance only. You set that precedence daily. Okay? I feel like I'm talking to a few of you here with that one. On the bottom, the microcosm seascape. The seascape. How are you raging on your roaring sea? You know, the sea of your consciousness. How is that? Are you flowing? Or are you becoming more rigid and like, this is the way it's got to be? You know, I'm not going to try to work with this person, you know, and then you become the one that's toxic. You know, it has to be fair. It has to. If you want to birth, it has to be fair to all. But you have to be able to feel into the duality of what is best. Why? I can't see it. I wish they had different font, because the font's a little... Halcyon. Halcyon. Like a cyclone, but a halcyon. I don't know what the hell that means. But there's a shit ton of butterflies there, and that means transformation. And the light coming through at the end of the darkness, right? Lots of death, rebirth, and transformation happening for everyone right now. And we're in the thick of it. Let's see what else. Let's see, put you here. There we go. Let's see what else they have to say for you fire signs. Yes, thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, eyes are starting to really kind of burn, actually. The Lovers. You know, the Lovers is a card of relationship. It could be a partnership of, you know, you and someone you work with, or it could actually be a loving relationship. It is a representation of Gemini. And, you know, it's very opposite, different people. As you can see here, you got the light and the night. Okay? It's two very different kinds of people, but there's all kinds of beings around them, you know, helping them, guiding them, showing them the way. Listen. I think the message here, big time, is listen to your intuitive flow. Listen. Know that you have a challenge here. With an Ace of Wands, you are fire. Go with it. Look at her. She's sprinting along. She's gained weight, but she's going to go run that thing, right? Because she knows she's the Empress, birthing something into creation. There's the Emperor. Take control there. That is Aries energy right there. The Emperor. The Emperor don't let nobody get past him. Emperor don't let no toxicity around him. The Emperor oversees all. And I love that they depicted the dragonfly and the five-pointed star here, right as the last card of the entire night. The five-pointed star. That was back in the Sabian symbol for this Scorpio lunar eclipse. Spirit is so beautiful that way. I'm so happy you were here tonight. Sending you so much love from my heart and theirs. Fire signs. You are ancient. Dragonfly, ancient. Ancient. Know that. Don't let no toxicity come around and be destructive in your life. All right. That's going to wrap it up for everybody tonight. Yes. That was a good night, wasn't it? Lots of fun. We had lots of fun tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Please don't forget to check below. There's a description down there that tells you all about... I didn't realize that thing was so low. Interesting. I kind of like that. Hello. I got Amy Ulrich's crystals up there. And sometimes when the sun comes in, it just shines up this whole room. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Amy. I know you're watching on the replay. Okay. She makes beautiful crystal hanging beaded stone things, by the way. If y'all ever want one, get one from her. Okay, so much fun. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. Thank you, Zena.
Yeah, you'll have to go back if you missed the beginning. I know I talked about Trevor Scott right out the chute, and I still got so much more to tell about that story. So I'm thinking about just making a separate video just for that whole story, because there were so many amazing things that happened. But it was, the thing is every time you have a high like that, expect the low, and vice versa. It happens that way. So if you can expect it when it's coming, it's not as hard. But with these energies, there's a lot of unexpected stuff. But we've got to stay loyal, like the lion. You know, strength, inner strength, taming the beast within, will help us get through these energies, because the third eye is being blown out, the fourth eye, which is in the back of your head, and the crown, in order to support the throat that's connected to the higher cosmic heart. Throughout the whole month of May into June, for sure, till the end, because we're going into Pleiadian area, so it's important to pay attention to those chakras for sure. And then the two pointed, these two right here, your causal and your thymus, right there and there. Okay, and then tone it out. Find your tones and blow out your throat chakra if you need to. It was. Trevor Hall was pure magic. It sure was. Awesome. Okay, cool. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for being here. I see you. Yeah. Okay, we'll be back on Tuesday of next week. God willing, Creator willing, Source willing, all that is willing. We will be back on next Tuesday, and so it is. Walk in the light. Spread the sparkle. Have a good weekend. In Lakesh, namaste.